Alright, developer log for July 2025. So, within a month's time I was able to mostly finish level 8. Level 8 is only missing a bunch of decorative items outside of the map and the final boss, which I'll talk about. Yeah, you can see him right there. I mean, it's not the final boss, that's at level 7, level 15. But it's the boss of level 8. Other than that, I've been working on new enemies. I'll first show the enemies because that's probably the most interesting. So the enemy I showed at the end or at somewhere in the last devlog is not yet finished, but mostly finished. So that's the combat walker. It has 3 attacks. It has that minigun where you have to find cover unless you're really far away. Okay. Yeah, he does kind of like spam that attack very often. I might reduce the chance of that attack happening because it does happen very often. That's the third attack. So that's a almost... Oh wow. So I ran back into it. That doesn't keep you tracking, so he does it again. So eventually he stops tracking and then he shoots. So as long as you keep moving, you can dodge it. I pretty much basically by bad luck ran back into it. That's the final attack. And it's basically a barrage of rockets. That's also the only attack where the combat walker keeps walking. It's probably the most dangerous enemy so far in the game, which makes sense because the game gets further and further and more difficult enemies will of course start showing up. I mean, I actually don't think it is the most difficult enemy. The Fury Dominator might still be the most difficult. I find that the most difficult enemy, mostly because this enemy is very slow. It's basically very slow but does a lot of damage, so you need to make good use of cover. Whereas the Fury Dominator, you mostly have to rely on good movement. So yeah. It blew up a lot of the explosive barrels. So it also has a lot of health and shields, of course. Yeah, if you stand even like a little bit in front of the... Actually, I'm just gonna let him kill me with the minigun, so you can just see how devastating the miniguns are if you're close range. If you're out in the open, you're dead. So that's why there is this long wind up. So you can have plenty. You always have plenty of time. Like if you see that animation where he goes wide with his legs, you know he's preparing for a. You also can hear the minigun spool up. Oh yeah, and those are homing missiles. I had to program in homing missiles. I actually had unfinished homing logic for a very long time in the game, but that's now also finally finished, like proper homing missiles. I mean, they don't home towards your location, they home towards a location near you. Otherwise it would be a really annoying enemy to fight. I probably never add homing true homing projectiles that home in on your location. That's just kind of AIDS, so I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, then there's the second enemy I've worked on. Actually, there are 3 new enemies technically. I mean, technically also plus 2 other ones, but those were already in the game. They're just trooper variants. So this is the first support enemy that I had to make new support AI. It can't fight you. It wants to, but it doesn't have the capability. So yeah, all it does is basically try find hide spots. So there are hiding markers like around this area, and it tries to hide, but it's obviously way too slow, so it just seems stupid. It has no animations. It is finished in terms of like logic for the attacks. None of the attacks have proper animations again, but yeah. It's a repair bot. It can repair allied robots, so either the R-bots or the new combat walker. And if you kill it, you get shields. You always get shields. Usually you only get health drops if you're low on health as like a combat mechanic, but the repair bot always drops stuff. So I can show them together. I can shoot the shields, and then you see a new drone. So that it spawns a repair drone, and the repair drone is currently just a cube. But yeah, you can see on the beam that it's being repaired. So there are 2 things that still need to happen. Yeah, there are 2 things that still need to happen. The repair, okay, the drones need to circle around the enemy. So right now the drones just have to pick a static position at the enemy and then just stay there. So yeah, there you saw it spawn. You can... Oh, did it hit the repair bot? Oh, I need to fix that. That's the first time that has ever happened. Yeah, the projectiles... Oh, also one of the rockets hit it. Okay. I'm gonna have to fix it that the repair drones don't get hit. So this is actually not a repair drone, that's a shield drone. So the repair bot can spawn 2 different types of support entities. Either a... Oh wow, how did I never notice that? Okay, yeah, that needs to get fixed, but you can also destroy them. So I just destroyed them. There's no animation right now or effect, but you can actually destroy repair drones. They don't have a lot of health. So actually with explosives, they're actually really easy to deal with. That's actually the best strategy to deal with repair drones and shield drones is by just continuing to use explosive weapons, because the splash damage of the explosion will destroy the repair drones. Also, okay, so the shield drones and the shield drones and the repair drones are actually, they heal a lot of health per second. So if there is one on the enemy, you pretty much have to destroy the drone first before you can do anything. So let's break his shields. So the repair bot hopefully spawns a... So yeah, I actually destroyed the shield drone. So the repair drone, I hope it spawns a repair drone. Yeah, now it's injured. Maybe it wasn't injured yet. It might kill itself. No. Yes, it has spawned the repair drone. So the repair drone has an orange beam instead of a blue beam. So now you know that it's being repaired. You can also tell it's being... Okay, now also spawned a shield drone. So this bot has almost been completely... It spawned another repair drone because it wasn't completely repaired. But yeah, I think you can get how it works. It works on every robotic enemy. Which means I also had to program the AI to figure out like how... I mean, there is a pawn feature struct that basically tells all of the features that pawns are for, what sex they are, if they're a man, if they're female, or if they're like a robot or machine, so no defined sex. Like which faction of course they belong to, but also if they're organic or non-organic or a machine. So obviously... Yeah, so that's a weird interaction. That's a bug that is still on the list to be fixed. If two enemies touch each other, they do weird things, which sometimes happen when things touch each other. So, yeah. That bug is weird because sometimes it just results in an enemy flinging towards you violently. It has to do with the way enemy bumping works. I still have to fix it. It's actually not that common for it to happen. But yeah, sometimes it happens. So yeah, I think I've shown enough of these two guys, because this is very quickly getting too long. Don't mind the warnings. I don't know why Unreal gives warning for that, because it really doesn't have to give warnings for those things. So another thing I want to show is the new shield enemy. So two things. So shields are now fixed. They were broken for a very long time because there is already another enemy with shields, which is the Sentinel. But yeah, I'm first just gonna show the new enemy. So, the new enemy, I mean, you can already tell by how it's named. It's a shield enemy. It has a shield. Now, this one always is active. So, it has a shield and he has an... I'm actually gonna toggle God mode. Toggle God. Can I do it before he turns the corner? So yeah, it's a slow enemy with a shield and a machine pistol. The pistol doesn't do a lot of damage, especially if you're outside of its effective range. He usually doesn't kill you. I mean, I don't have any armor right now, so obviously choose through my health quite quickly. But yeah, so the shield protects him from damage. I still have to add like a proper shield effect, so like a shield, shield sparks flying off, so you know that you're hitting a shield. Right now, it doesn't really give a lot of feedback. What it does show the shield getting damaged. So you can shield that the shield is now... oh my god. The shield is now a darker tint, and it's also flashing, so you know the shield is close to breaking, and when you break it, it explodes. Now I still want to update the shield unit so that he actually switches his animation to dual wield the pistol. Use two hands on the pistol. Right now he has the pistol only in one hand. The pistol also is unfinished in terms of textures, as you can see. It's actually just a normal starting pistol, but with a whole bunch of attachments to it, like a drum magazine and stuff, and a compensator. It actually looks pretty cool if you look. You can't really look up the close-up because it's a pistol, but you can see the drum mag. So yeah, make it so that when he loses his shields, he goes to two-handed pistol shooting, because right now he still pretends he's holding a shield. So if you kill the shield guy, he always drops 2 shield charges. This is also something I'm starting to add in. It's just guaranteed drops for certain enemies. So the repair bot drops a bunch of shields, like it drops 5 shield charges, and the shield guy always drops 2 shield charges. Now, then there is the Sentinel. Sentinel also had its shields broken for a very long time. Mostly what it didn't do, it didn't properly calculate damage, and it also did not... the shield effect where it got damage didn't work. So I'll spawn him again. And I want to prefer a different weapon, the crowd. Total God mode. So yeah. Come on. So yeah, you can see the shield getting damaged and... Oh, that's a T-pose. That sometimes happens when enemies try and initiate 2 attacks quickly after each other. Sometimes the enemy T-poses. Man, that's also a rare bug. Man, 2 rare bugs in a row in the Devlog. Oh, this looks terrible. Oh well, it's development. Like, I try and of course get these things out, but believe me, they are not common. Ah, god damn it. Alright, so this is the final enemy I've been working on. It's not yet in the game in time. Like, this is just a static mesh. This is the sketch. This is what I call a 3D sketch. It's just so I can tell how big an enemy and how an enemy looks like in game. So this is already basically the proper size. I've already like also placed it in its boss arena, and this is the correct size for it. It's actually also very close to its reference model. If you are a cultured person, you know which media this thing is a reference for. It is not exactly like that, like in that type of medium. I've made more elongated and more sleek than the reference material. It's kind of I put my own design on it. Also, it's still going to have like old weapons on it. Right now, it's missing old weapons, so it's gonna have the twin Gatling guns in front, but it's also going to have like a rocket pod launcher, like a submarine. It launches the rockets upwards and it's going to fire like a rocket barrage. So it's somewhat a bit differently from the rocket barrage from the Comet Walker. It's going to have a laser gun. It's going to have a shield. I'm not going to spoil everything, but yeah, it's going to have a lot of different fun new attacks. Unfortunately, it does mean I'm going to have to do a lot of programming. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to do any more programming, but there are already quite a lot of weapon types, attack types programmed in the game, but yeah, I keep coming up with new attack ideas that still then need a new attack type. So yeah, yeah, this is just a sketch. It is a rough sketch, no detail, no anything. I will work it out, and once it's worked out, it will look great. So here you see I always have a little size reference for the player character next to it. And then lastly, I'll finish with some screenshots. So these are the screenshots. Can we go full screen? Yes. So these are the screenshots of level 8. This is probably one of the more unfinished levels. I really rushed to the end, so you can see that like some ceiling parts I usually skip. When I'm quickly developing stuff, I usually skip the ceilings because they're not that required. Obviously I can go out of bounds through the ceilings, but as the developer I obviously don't go purposefully out of bounds. So I'll just... so yeah, it's basically the command center. It's the final industrial area, so it's the final time when I'm using this tile set. All the other levels take place on the Demon World / a few special things. So yeah, it's good. This is the hangar, not the hangar. What do you call it? The landing platforms for like transport. I'm actually planning on building eventually modeling a big transport vessel, a frigate, because I've already long story. Not going to talk about that. These are the barrack area with like plants and stuff. I actually want more plants and flowers sprinkled throughout the level. So I'm actually going to make flower or plant pot assets. And this is the indoor resort. I actually inspired this based on a vacation I had. So I went on vacation at a resort, and this is not how it looked at all. But I was basically inspired by having a beach. So there's a little beach area, a little palm tree area with a path, and the path goes to the resort, like the resort I was in. So yeah, a little real life inspiration for level design. It's actually one of the more unique locations. It actually plays surprisingly well. And yeah, that's it. So what I'm gonna do now for next month is remake level 1 and level 2. So level 1 and level 2 and level 3 as well. Level 3 is gonna get a small rework. Those levels are just not great. So what I'm gonna do from this point forward is basically pause the further development of new content. Go back to level 1, level 2 and level 3. Level 1 level 2 are going to get fully reworked, which might sound like a lot of work, but it's actually not really going to be that bad. because I'm just gonna use the new industrial tile set that I have developed for level 6, 7 and 8. So I can just remake level 1 and 2 very easily, very quickly, because again, I've said this multiple times already in previous levels, the biggest delay I have when I'm developing levels is if I have to go back into Blender and make new assets. This is the longest. Making 3D assets is the longest thing that holds development. Like if I'm not having to go back to Blender and I can just do level design, I can do stuff very quickly. Yeah, so that's it. So I'm gonna work towards Demo V3. So Demo version 3 is gonna be a big upgrade over version 2. It's gonna be really designed to be, I mean, technically speaking, Demo Level 2 was already designed to be the best I can get, but the best that I can get then is no longer good enough in my opinion, so I have to improve Level 1, Level 2. Especially since Level 1, Level 2, and Level 3 are going to be the most important levels, because those are the first levels, those have to be really good. Yeah, so that's really it. I'm gonna work towards Demo V3 that you can play. Hopefully I can finish that this year, and then next year finish the game fully. And that's really it.